Good afternoon, it's Valerie Ling here. Hi there, coming to you from home today. I had a massive roadblock yesterday and spiraled into some really unhelpful patterns that I have, and had to really reboot today and went to celebrate by having a impromptu lunch. So I'm back from lunch and I want to share this with you, right? So on self-doubt, do you have self-doubt? I'd be very, very surprised if you don't, because it's pretty much a very small population of people who would not have doubt. G'day, Kirsten. I'm looking forward to chatting with you very soon. Self-doubt. So what's your version of self-doubt? There are different kinds. You may doubt that you can do something. You can doubt that you have the positive qualities that people keep telling you you have. You may doubt that what you're actually doing is effective. You could doubt with, the list could go on. Self-doubt is so incredible, right? And, I've read a book that has talked about how doubt is really healthy. Doubt is an emotion. I've even, heard talks about how doubt as an emotion is an adaptive emotion. Like all of the things that we feel, they've got a helpful side and then they've got a really unhelpful side. Now, when doubt is healthy, doubt provokes us to go and acquire information to either prove or disprove the thing that we are doubting. So it's a healthy thing when we just bought an air fryer and there's a healthy amount of doubt in the home right now, and perhaps we are with collecting our data, looking at the reviews and experimenting ourselves, thinking that you really should be rebranded to be air griller or, just huge convection microwave oven. So doubt as an emotion, when it's adaptive, gives us the motivation to hold some empirical testing, if you like, to go and find out whether or not this thing is true. Self-doubt can be adaptive, I guess, so long as you're not questioning the intrinsic worth of yourself. Like, I'm lousy, I'm a failure, I'm worthless. Whereas, for example, I have this belief that I can play drums. Now, I may doubt my capability, but what I need to do is to actually go and watch some YouTube videos, learn how to do it. So doubt, when it's maladaptive, when it's not helpful, is crippling. Because what it does is it causes us to question everything that we think, everything that we do, and cripples us. I've got this jumper on today. It's a little bit like if I were to take one of these little threads and you just do a little bit of tugging and a little bit of tugging and a little bit, and then the whole thing unravels, because like you can't stop picking at all the things that you do not believe about yourself. Now, my particular brand of self-doubt is that I don't believe that my ideas are going to stand. like the ideas and the inventions, whatever solutions that I come up with at the moment when I'm creating them, they seem fantastic because I'm in flow, I'm energized, I put the blinkers on, the errors and the risks, right? But when I have to give it over to then be implemented, when other people have to take whatever's in my head and make it happen, I am crippled with doubt. In fact, to the point that I can actually get quite nauseous. I can actually feel like I need to throw up. I start to make phone calls to tell people. I don't ask them whether they think it's dumb. I just tell them, I've got this really dumb idea. Oh my gosh, it's so dumb. And my famous phrase, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Snapshot that. It's really important to capture what you were thinking in better times. And last night, I could not shake off my self-doubt. I just could not shake it off. I tried everything under the sun, my 6 R's. I didn't exercise. I confess, I did eat. That's okay. I ate some great things. I couldn't shake it off. But what I did do was I went back to my journal. This is my journal. It's an iPad. Just journaling here. And I reread some statements that I've made for myself this year. My growth plan, my convictions, my reasons for why I do what I do. And you know what I discovered? Very few of those reasons was because I suddenly woke up one day and believed that I could do things that were random. They were not random thoughts. And so that picture really helped me to reset myself and see that I've got to stop picking on the threads. I've got to actually hold up the whole garment, because in better days, when you don't have self-doubt niggling at you, there's clarity and there's a process and there are thoughts that are actually, they hang and make sense. So why don't you come and join me next week on Thursday lunchtime and actually try to figure out for yourself, what are those loose threads and how can you make these concrete statements for yourself so that when you recognize the first signs of self-doubt, which can lead to exhaustion if you're constantly pedaling against that kind of negativity, why don't you come and join me and figure some of that out, galvanize it, and have something that will launch you so that you're not only in charge, as in charge of your year, but also in charge in terms of energy. I'll catch you then.